Welcome to this exciting episode of Bob the Sign Man. Let's see what the Sign Man has for us today.
Okay, so what I'm going to show you is a little workaround, whatever you want to call it, on how to make images when you don't have the file. So suppose you're asked to make this no pedestrian sign and you don't have the file. And to create it, you could probably cut and paste from various things, but this is just kind of a demo. I mean, you could cut the pedestrian off of the ped sign, and then you could get a slash, and you could make this. But this is just kind of like a demo to show you how you can capture an image and use it to your, save it to your file and stuff. So what we want to do is a lot of agencies, I'm a government agency, so we have PDF Pro. And so you'll need the PDF Pro to be able to edit PDF files. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come up to my icon here and I'm just going to print it. Okay, we'll print that. And I'm going to save it to my desktop. Okay, then when I'm done with this, it popped back up again. I'm just going to close it. And I'm going to bring over Flexi. Okay, so here's my Flexi. Let me get rid of this one. This is from an older one. So what I want to do is, here's my pedestrian test. Just drag it over. And then it's going to, there's 3 pages in the file. I'm just going to click OK. It's not going to recognize your font because it's going to capture it as an image. I'm just going to go ahead and make this a little bit bigger. So what I want to do is see the red border around here. First of all, whatever you click, see the red border here. I'm going to unmask all, or I'm just going to unmask this for now. And then what I'll do is I just click it again and I'll click delete. So now I want this image here, but I don't want all the little reference lines and I don't want all this stuff down below. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to see how everything's all joined together. So I'm just going to come up here and I'm going to ungroup everything. So all this goes away. And this can be kind of a little time consuming sometimes, especially if you have a different kind of image that has a lot of detail and reference lines to it. So what I'll do is just start picking out some lines. And you could, what I run into is the problem where if I try to hold down my shift key and just select the items that I want, so there's all the items that I would like, but when I slide it over, see how it left everything else that I don't need. So we're going to go ahead and delete all that stuff. So I have the red slash, and I'm going to group all that together. And then I have the ped here, and I am going to give him a solid fill. I'm going to give him a black fill. And we have this outside border, but see, it's single line. So what I want to do is I'll hold on my shift key and I want to join those together. And I want to give those a solid fill. And then I'm going to just group these all together. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take all these images and I'm hitting Control 5 and I'm just going to put the red slash back over the pedestrian, and there you have your ped sign. So it's pretty easy to go ahead and use your PDF Pro to make a sign. Then all I want to do then is I will just group all that together. So if I send it off to my printer, like right now, whoops, let's do something here. The image right now is really small. It's only 3 by 3. So what we're going to do, most of these are like 24. So let's make it a 24 by 24. Okay. Make it a little bit more manageable so we can see it. So if I go to print this, so I still have something showing in here. Oh, there's a little something there that was left over. Got to make sure that when you delete all your stuff, if there's one little dot left, it's going to throw it off. So here we go. If I go to print this image, there you go. It's going to print just fine. I'll send it over to my printer, and you think, well, done. But what's going to happen is this is my 24. This is the actual sign blank down below. Okay, so there's a couple things I can do. I can ungroup that. See, just by clicking it one time, I ungroup everything there now. And I can raise this up to, like, say, 3/100ths bigger. So when I do go to print it, and a lot of times what I'll do is I'll make this a solid fill. The outside line, you can make a different, like a shade of gray that you can't hardly see. So when you print it out, you're going to cut this out, and it'll still give you enough room around the edge to lay it on your sign blank, and you'll be able to, do some trimming around it. I just, as you can see now, it's 3/100ths bigger. It's over 1/4 inch bigger, so that's going to give me room on all 4 sides to do a little trimming, and that's my kind of like little workaround on that, to find a sign that I'm going to be using. Some of them are easy. Some of them are a little bit more complicated. Let me see if I can find a more complicated one, and I'll set that up, and I'll come right back. Okay, here's another example. I just brought, what I did is I went out and found a PDF, clicked it, printed it, brought it over into Flexi, and now when you click on it, you have this red box around it, and there's like a mask on it. So what you want to do is you want to unmask that. Okay, and then when you click it again and see how it's highlighted the outside, just click delete, and it'll delete it. Now what you want to do is you want to delete all the stuff you don't want. So what I'll do is I'll just start. But see, now everything is all connected together. So what you want to do, or group together, you want to ungroup everything. So now I can go in and just pick out what I don't want. Sometimes it's a little, tedious and time consuming, but I would have no idea how I would go about making that sign. You can do one at a time. Make sure you get all the little things out that you don't want. And what I'll do, sometimes I'll just hit my control and I'll scroll it larger, and see how you can just put your cursor on the stuff you don't want and delete it. Like I said, it can be a little time consuming sometimes, but you have no other options to make that sign if you don't have the file. And it doesn't take that long, less than 10 minutes, and you got the file, or you could struggle for hours and hours to try to figure out how to make it. And I'm just going to go ahead and click everything, highlight I don't want. If you make a mistake and click something you didn't want to and then erase something, just do your Control Z and it'll back you up again. So now there it is, nice and clean. It's got everything I want. So the outside, remember, that's going to be, you don't want to send this off to the printer right now because you're going to print that border around the outside. So let's go ahead and, for now, let's group everything together. And I think these signs are usually like 12 by 9 or something like that. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to just make it 9 and then come back at 12. Okay, we're just going to, like I said, we're just going to make this 9 by 12. And everything's all grouped together now. So what I want to do is I want to ungroup that. And I want to make this a little bit bigger. recommend doing a 1/4 inch bigger. So we'll do, and don't click proportional on this one. We're going to go 9.250, and on the length we'll go 12.250. So now it made it bigger, and what I'll do is I'll come in and I will make that, oops, don't want to do that. So I made it a little bit bigger. I just separated that for now, and I'm going to come over here and I'm going to group all these together. So now if you click it, everything's all joined together. This color I think I will change to a, I'm going to go wireframe on that. I made it a little faint so it's harder to see. I don't want to print it real pronounced because it's going to get cut out anyways, and I just want a little guide to see it. So I'm just going to select everything since these are all grouped together here, and just hit your Control 5, the number 5, Control 5. See how it pushed it all together, and just go ahead and select all, and we're going to group it so it's all together. I'll move it over here so you can see it better. So now you see the sizes, 9 1/4 by 12 1/4. So that'll give you plenty of room to trim around your 9 by 12 blank. And then all you have to do then is you send it off to your printer, and there she is right there, ready to go. If you needed to make more, you know, you could just make more copies, however many you need. Tips, tricks, you're stuck. Who are you going to turn to? That's right, you're just going to turn to the Sign Man. As always, thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching this exciting episode of Bob the Sign Man. Filmed in the beautiful Napa Valley, Bob the Sign Man directs, produces and edits all of his own videos. To learn more about where Bob the Sign Man gets his materials and sign supplies, check out www.bobthesignman.com. As always, thanks for watching. See you soon.